opportunity. We got another opportunity to make something happen today. It's about today. It's about right now. Fight for the person next to you. Everybody out here get what they got. You got somebody here with a dog.
Sutton makes a diving effort, and he hauls it in for a Denver touchdown.
2019 season is in the books, joined now by Courtland Sutton. Courtland, last year, I remember talking to both you and Deshaun. You guys referenced, putting your stamp on this season. You guys were going to take bigger leadership roles in 2019. You guys were done with the rookie year. 2019, you're putting the stamp on the year. How did that go for you guys kind of stepping into those roles?
I think we both took those roles, and we did what we really wanted to do it, and we came into the offseason, to OTAs, and we, showed up and really tried to establish a leadership role in our room. And as the training camp went on and the season went on, we slowly started to put our print on the season, on our room, and on the season even more so. And I think he would say the same thing I would say is we are proud of the strides that we made and the things that we were able to accomplish personally, in our room specifically, and amongst our teammates.
The room changed a little bit. You start the year, you have Emmanuel Sanders in there. He moves on to San Francisco, and then you become the unquestioned focus of defenses week in and week out. How was that transition?
It was actually fun. I enjoyed it. Going into games, not really knowing what defense was going to do, to kind of game plan for us. It was a lot of fun to just a chess match, trying to see what we're going to get, and when we got it, how we were going to be able to attack it and be able to make it work. And it was a lot of fun because being able to draw double teams opened up so many more opportunities for guys in our room, and then ultimately having two high shells and everything opened up a lot of room for the running backs. And it was a lot of fun to be able to be a part of the bigger picture. It was a fun thing to experience, and looking forward to being able to go back and dissect the film even more, and be able to come back next OTAs and next training camp and next season with a different mindset and new ways to attack it.
Broncos about to go out here and do what we do best, man. Play fast, play science technique, football, man. We're going to have a whole bunch of fun while we're doing it.
Drew mentioned he's going to stay in Denver for the offseason. He's going to try and catch up on things. He wants to meet with the wide receivers, maybe get some throwing sessions in. How important are those sessions going to be for you guys this offseason, and how much are you looking forward to those sessions?
Those are really, really important. They're more important for the relationship and the morale than anything, For our position, the timing and everything is really important, but being able to have full speed reps with people guarding us is where it really comes into it. So being able to go and just everyone come together and us go out and just be together for a weekend or a week, no matter what it is, and just be able to go out there, get good work, but then also be able to fellowship together afterwards and be able to just relax, be able to get to learn each other, get to be able to find out, what was it like growing up? What are the things that you like to do away from football? Just being able to learn about each other away from the football field and away from the locker room, just being able to enjoy each other's time and each other's company. I think that's the biggest part of when you do those things in the offseason.
Things like All-Pros, Pro Bowls, postseason awards, those things are going to come up here in the next couple of weeks. How important are those things to you? I know you said earlier this year those aren't the focus for you, but how much would it mean to be recognized by your peers and the media contingent?
It would be amazing to be able to get those those accolades away from the season. The season didn't go the way we wanted it to go, but to be able to be recognized by peers and people who respect the game and understand how the game is and how the game goes, to be able to be in those conversations, to be able to be in those conversations with as many great players we have in this position and in this league, to be in the conversation of All-Pro, Pro Bowl, it's an honor, and it makes you want to continue to just grind and continue to go harder, so that those things don't become an afterthought or second thought. This guy needs to be an All-Pro. This guy needs to be a Pro Bowler. So it honestly, it's a motivation away from the team goals of getting the wins, getting the W's, and making those stack up and get into the divisional championships and the AFC championships and then ultimately Super Bowls. Away from that, being able to be recognized. I think it's a huge honor. It's a blessing to be in those conversations.
We're about 15 weeks away from the beginning of OTAs, about mid-April. What's a successful offseason look like for you? When we see you walking in with a sweet new Nickelodeon T-shirt on in 15 weeks, walking back into the building, what will that Courtland Sutton look like compared to the one that's sitting here right now?
I feel like it won't be a lot of physical things. It's a lot mental things that'll be going on in terms of the film study that I'll be doing. I think that's the biggest part. I'm going to physically work on myself, but the physical statures are what they are. I'm gonna come back. I'm still be 6'4". I'm gonna come back and I'm still gonna be, 200, 220. Something around that. But I want to be able to come back a more mature, knowledgeable wide receiver and just football player in general, and so that I can come back and not only maximize what I'm able to bring to the game, but maximize what I'm able to help guys in the receiver room do, and ultimately maximize and help the guys on this team. So I feel like it's a more of you won't see anything physically, but mentally I'm going to strain myself to ultimately become a better football player, a better receiver, a better leader, a better teammate, everything that goes around being a leader of a team.
Broncos country is going to take some time, but we'll see him back here soon. Courtland, appreciate it, man.
Thank you.